Hello, today we will be solving some problems based on Avogadro's law and mole concept. So there are three problems that I have listed down over here, as you can see. Number one problem is 2.8 liters of carbon dioxide is equal to how many grams or how much grams. So basically here we have to uh, convert the volume to its weight. So for any mole concept problems, we do the problem in some stepwise manner for better understanding. So the steps for any mole concept problem for us is that we will convert anything given into moles. So here it has been given 2.8 liters of CO2. So this problem has been given at 0 degree Celsius and 1 atmospheric pressure. So first of all, if I have to convert this volume into moles, as CO2 is a gas and it is at 0 degree Celsius and 1 atmospheric pressure, so at NTP volume of 1 mole of CO2 is equal to how much? That is molar volume, that is 22.4 liters. So this value we know. So how will we convert this into moles? This 2.8 liters. How will we convert this into moles? So what we do over here is we can write 22.4 liters is equal to 1 mole. So 1 liter is equal to 1 by 22.4 moles. So 2.8 liters is equal to 2.8 divided by 22.4 moles. So now I have converted it into moles. So half the job is done. In any mole concept problem, we first have to convert anything given. If the weight has been given, please convert it into moles. If the volume has been given, please convert it to moles. If the molecules have been given, please convert it to moles. We can also convert this into moles by not following this unitary method. We can directly do 2.8 by 22.4 and we will get what is the number of moles. That is basically the volume given. So number of moles, if I write it over here, moles is equal to volume by molar volume. But if you do not want to remember this formula, which I also don't like to remember as my memory is not that sharp, so what I do is I do it in a unitary method, and by doing time and time again, ultimately you will automatically remember this formula that is given at the bottom left hand corner. So now I have got the number of moles. Now in this problem I have to calculate the mass of 2.8 liters of carbon dioxide. So how to calculate the mass? Now it is CO2. First of all, what is the molecular weight of CO2? How do I calculate? It's basically 1C plus 2O, correct? So what is the atomic weight of C? It is 12. And what is the atomic weight of oxygen? It is 16. So the total will be 1 into 12 plus 2 into 16. So it will be 12 plus 32 and 44 grams. So again 44 grams of CO2 is equal to 1 mole of CO2. So if I write it on the other hand, 1 mole CO2 is equal to 44 grams. So how many moles we have over here? 2.8 by 22.4 is 44 into 2.8 by 22.4. You calculate this, you will get 5.5 grams. Again, in this section, once I get how many number of moles are there, as I know 1 mole is equal to 44 grams, so automatically my 2.8 by 22.4 moles is 44 into 2.8 by 22.4. But for those who are still not very much confident of their mathematics, I would suggest to do it in simple unitary method and not to directly multiply it like this one. Actually, the basic fundamental is 1 mole is equal to molecular weight is equal to molar volume. You have to use this fundamental to solve all the problems. So now I will see what is the next problem. The next problem is 109.5 grams of HCl, how many molecules? Okay. So I have to calculate molecules from 109.5 grams of HCl. Okay, fine. We'll do that. So first of all, what I am given? I am given with 109.5 grams of HCl. What I have to calculate? In mole concept, I have to calculate number of moles first. So as it is given as 109.5 grams, that means we have to first calculate the molecular weight of HCl. How much is it? H is 1 and Cl is 35.5. So that will be 36.5. So now we are sure that 36.5 grams of HCl is equal to 1 mole. I have to first calculate the number of moles over here. So I keep the mole in the right hand side and then I do 101 gram, first 1 gram, what goes out to 1 gram, it will be lesser, so 1 by 36.5 moles. Then 109.5 grams of HCl is 109.5 by 36.5, it will come 3 moles. So I have calculated the number of moles. Now it is very easy to go to number of molecules. We already know that 1 mole is equal to 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 molecules. So here we have 3 mole. So it will be 3 into 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 molecules. Answer. So the basic criteria in this kind of problems are to calculate the number of moles. So here we have calculated basically from the weight we have calculated number of moles. Previously, if you see the previous problem, we have calculated the number of moles from volume. Here it was given volume. It was volume. Now from weight we have went to number of moles. So we have learned two things. From volume how to go to number of moles, and from weight how to go to number of moles. Now the third problem is given 1.5 liters of water is equal to how many molecules? Okay. So we'll see how to do it. One 1.5 liters here water is liquid and molar volume is not applicable. Very important. Molar volume, which is 22.4 liters, is only applicable for gases, not for liquids. Okay, fine. Now let us go to the problem. It has been given 1.5 liters of water. Okay, fine. So first of all, we have to know that what is the density of water. As a liquid, what is the density? We know 1 gram per centimeter cube. What has been given over here? 1.5 liters. That means 1.5 by 1000 kiloliter. That means 1.5 by 1000 meter cube. That means 1.5 by 1000 into 10 to the power 6 centimeter. So here it becomes 3. So it is basically 1500 centimeter. Okay. Now the volume has been given as 1.500 centimeter cube. And we know the density of water as 1 gram per centimeter cube. So we know a formula, mass is equal to volume into density. So what is the volume? 1500. What is the density? 1. So it becomes 1500 gram. It becomes 1500 gram. So there is 1500 gram of water that is present. Now I have not used molar volume because it was liquid. But the other theorems, that is not theorems exactly, the other formulas, that is molecular weight is equal to 1 mole or 6.023 10 to the power 23 molecules is equal to 1 mole, it stands the same whether it is liquid, solid or gas. So here 1500 grams of water. Again, what will be our first step? How many number of moles? What is the molecular weight of water? 2 plus 16 is equal to 18. So it will be 1500 by 18 moles. Okay, so it will be 1500 by 18 moles. So how much does it come? Let us use one calculator at this moment. You may solve it by your division skills. Okay, 83.33 moles. So I have calculated the moles. So first step is done. What is the next step? What did the problem say us to calculate? The problem said us to calculate the number of molecules. So we know 1 mole is equal to 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 molecules. So here it is given 83.33 mole is equal to 83.33 into 6.02 into 10 to the power 3 molecules. So basically we have solved 3 problems over here, wherein we have tried to cover up some aspects of mole concept with respect to Avogadro's number and molar volume. So this will help you to do the problems that are given in your textbook easily by using these concepts. We will come back with another video on mole concept, on Hepat density and molecular weight, and some many more critical problems that are generally a part of mole concept. After that we will study Gay-Lussac's law, and we will again come back with another video for that, for solving how to solve the problems with Gay-Lussac's law. And after we finish that, we will be starting stoichiometry in April. So thank you, see you again.